Never again. Christopher says overseas TV rights seem to be a continuing issue with a lot of series being decided late, especially in India. How big an issue is this becoming in the grand scheme of things? Because it almost seems that these boards are expecting more money than what it's worth. Yeah, this comes back to the thing that I've talked about quite a bit on this show and in my work, which is that these bilateral series, the board is at. This is why it doesn't make any sense, and this is why the boards have ultimately voted themselves out of existence, but also caused a problem with their own relevance, which is that they keep trying to make bilateral things happen, and that is not the best way of doing series like this. It's a terrible idea. It means you're in a position of weakness. It's really, really hard to sell a lot of these things. They get sold at the last minute, and quite often they don't get sold at all because the boards have no power in this situation. Whereas if they're sold all in one go, suddenly the boards have all the power. And they decided not to do that. They wanted bilaterals, and that's why international cricket will probably die. That was its chance, really, to outside of World Cups. That was its, which is, to be fair, not bilateral. There might be something in this. That's really where the main problem is. If you're trying to sell one-off series, and let's say you are Sri Lanka and you are playing West Indies, and you haven't played the West Indies for 4 years, you don't have any strong relationships with any West Indian broadcasters because you haven't sold them any cricket for 4 years. And then they will have a look at it, and maybe they want it, and maybe they don't. Maybe they're willing not to have it. And you see sometimes just like some of the numbers that is quoted by some boards is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. And I know that's certainly something that, I'm not massively involved with rights issues, but I'm aware of them. As in I'm not that far away from them. I'm not that removed from them. TalkSport got the Bangladesh radio rights, and we got them on Saturday for a series that was starting on Wednesday. These things should be done a lot better than they currently are, and it is an issue. And yeah, I think it ultimately, Christopher, shows you why the bilateral model certainly doesn't work in modern days. I would say it never worked, but that's it was fine before we had TV.